Is that good? You want to bring it down?
Yeah. So yeah, so we in. All right. So we back out here again on the highways and hedges. All right. So before we get going into this call, Allah,
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Kakodash.
Double honors to the hopefully elect elder, apostle, slave to be saved. All right, Lord willing, start with the elder men at the Great Millstone Church on down to the elder bishops. Right. Who I learned this truth from, the correct way. And shalom to the rest that may be out here under the same doctrine. All right, onward to the Akim here at this faction of this hopefully elect assembly set up through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Basham Yahshua for the furtherance of his glory. Right, doing what they need to do according to the scriptures in the order. Onward to the rest of the Akim doing likewise, and to the rest of the believers. So. Back with another week, a lot of y'all off of work week, and just know that the end is near, right? We can go ahead and kick it off with that. Let's get first 7. All right, and the end of the end is near, because we've been in the end for a minute. But now we at the end of the end. All right? Go ahead.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand.
Yep.
Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Okay. If you could read that, yeah, Khan. If you can read that one time out.
Yeah, Khan. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand.
Right, because we already in the end. Right? You can get Hebrews 1. Hebrews 1 and start at 1. All right? If you can hold Hebrews 10 and 25. Go ahead.
Hebrews 1 and 1. God, who at sundry times and in diverse manners.
Yeah, the Most High. Who people ignorantly call God, Yahweh. Right? Go ahead.
Spake in time past.
Right, but he don't do anything. He revealed his secrets to the servants, the prophets, which is how we know this. This is how we know, what correctly is to be said when the word God, God is seen, when the word Lord is seen, whether it's in caps or all caps, right? Because he revealed those secrets right? It's for us to know. All right, like they got that saying, it's for you to know. It's
You to know, for you to find
yeah,
out.
right. No. It's for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians to find that out, man. You Hebrew Israelites. That's what we come out here for. All right? And tell us in Deuteronomy 29th chapter, the 29th verse, the things that are revealed are for us. All right? You can continue. And for our children. Right? To where we can fear the Heavenly Father correctly. All right? But go ahead.
Hebrews 1 and 1 says, God, who at sundry times and in diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets.
Right. Thus doubling down on that. Right? That's who get the secrets revealed to them, the prophets. Go ahead.
It says, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son.
Right. Go ahead. And his Son is in the form of these different men you see set up. Right? With the spirit of prophecy on them, man. Right? The same spirit of Yahushua on them. Right? And to tell you that in 2 Corinthians in the 5th chapter. All right? But go ahead.
Hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son.
Right.
Whom he hath appointed heir of all things.
Right. He's spoken to us by his Son. Right? Which is what he's doing now, because his Son is the Word. So every time we read this word, it's like Yahushua, people call Christ, is speaking unto us. Right? If you get, I'll just quote it, like Yahushua said, I have foretold you all things. Right? Go ahead.
Hebrews 1 and 3.
Bro, Slaki, read that verse 2 again. That was the point.
Hebrews 1 and 2. Have in these last days.
Have in these what?
Have in these last days.
Because we was already in the last days. We're already in the end. We was already in the end. But now, the end of the end is finally here. So if you can read that one more time, like it said in 1 Peter.
Yep, 1 Peter 4 and 7.
Yeah.
But the end of all things is at hand.
Exactly. So you can jump to Hebrews 10 and 25.
Okay.
Now, like I said, for those of you that, you had a so-called work week and all that, you people walking around not knowing what's going on, you brothers and sisters in this truth, right? Every day we live, we're in the end, right? But now the end of the end is more apparent after this week. It's more apparent as of today, right? Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25.
Yep.
Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together.
Right, because the Lord told us to gather ourselves together, O nation not desire, right? Through the spirit of doctrine, through the spirit of Yahushua outside, and the unity of the faith, right? We come together, as believers, hoping for that expected end the Lord was telling us about in Jeremiah the 29th chapter, right? That expected end. Right, we expected because the Son spoke to us. He told us it was going to be an end, right? And he told us what it was going to look like, right? And he also told us what the end of the end, aka the end being just the last days, and the end of the last days is the end of the end. Will look like too. Go ahead.
Hebrews 10 and 25.
Yep.
Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is.
Yep.
But exhorting.
And you got some that don't do that, man. When these churches come together, the true churches, which are the true worshipers, which amongst these churches I found the true worshipers, I'll say it like that. You got some that's fake, some that came in just to be condemned, some that set up churches, by bags, for glory, for the glory of men, seeking their own honor or some stuff like that. But nonetheless, amongst these churches, these Israelite churches, right, is where the true worshipers are found. So you'll be stupid, right? Which is who the Lord seek to serve him, worship him. Because they worshiping him in spirit and in truth. So it'd be stupid when these assemblies are taking place not to tune in, not to be a part of them if you can, right? To be in them, but not take them serious, right? You a goddamn fool. Go ahead.
Hebrews 10 and 25, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together,
right,
as the manner of some.
Right, because the Lord said, where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst thereof, right? And the real men he with, even when they by themselves. That's why the Lord told us he with us always, even to what? The end, of all this crap, man. Go ahead.
God, it says, as the manner of some is,
Go ahead.
but exhorting one another is so much the more,
That's the point.
as ye see the day approaching.
You see what?
The day approaching.
Right. What's the day? The day of the Lord. Give me Zephaniah 1 and start at 10.
Zephaniah 1 and 10 says, and it shall come to pass in that day,
Right.
saith the Lord,
Right.
that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate,
Yep.
and a howling from the second,
Right.
and a great crashing from the hill.
Now that's a prophecy right there. We can start right there. Right? The Lord is crashing this whole economy. Right? In the marketplaces. That's how people used to make money. The fish gate. That's dealing with trade, buying and sell. That's crashing. How do we know that's crashing? Because boats is being stopped. The damn water that the boats sail on is being dried out. Right? The Arctic is melting. A lot of trade routes is through those waters. You know, the Lord said he was going to do these things. If you get Isaiah 42, let's start at 15. He said he was going to do these things. He said he was going to cause, you know, pretty much all the food and everything we have to end. Matter of fact, if you can also get Habakkuk 3. All right, go ahead. Towards the end of the chapter, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 15.
Go ahead.
I will make waste mountains and hills.
Right, that's governments and hills, right? That's places of worship too. Because what was done in the hills? Worship, right? Sacrificing, right? Seeking the other gods. That's what hills go into. And the mountains go into governments. So the Lord said he's going to basically kill the whole economy. Everything these people trust in. He said the spirit of Israel, he said the spirit of Egypt was going to fail in the midst thereof. These people see it happening, right? But their spirit, like the Lord said, the spirit's so strong, it can sustain infirmities. So they got that resilient American spirit on them still, which is that Egyptian spirit. But the Lord said, if you can get it, brother, Isaiah 19, I want to say it's verse 3. He said he's going to cause that spirit to cease. And how is he causing this to cease? By that caterpillar he laid under you people, man. Right? That's the prophets. Go ahead. We kill y'all spirit, man. Because we're good is set against evil. Right? The Lord said we can get it this week. Jeremiah 1 and 10. Go ahead. Go ahead, Al.
Come. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 3. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
Right, the spirit of people ain't gonna have that proud spirit on them anymore. That's about to cease. People not gonna be able to act like the end is not apparent. People not gonna be able to act like they holding it together pretty soon. That American spirit that never say die attitude is about to go on, right? You people, Sam Cooke wasn't even talking about y'all in the spirit. A change gonna come. You know, when you watch that Sam Cooke video, they got crackers in it. That song about his people. Right. He ain't singing from y'all perspective. We can't relate, but they all want to join in and do some so-called kumbaya. Yeah, the Lord gonna come by here and he gonna destroy this goddamn place. And he gonna put you damn devils into slavery. And he gonna put you people in the true bullshit. He gonna put your ass to death. That's what's gonna happen. Right? The whole spirit gonna fail here, man. Like, oh damn, like cardiac arrest. You know, when goddamn CPR don't work. When this bitch gonna flatline. That's what the Lord's saying. You got something?
No,
go ahead, make your point.
No, the thought of flatline, that's exactly what came to mind. We was talking about stock markets. The stock market works on that, you know, on those lines. It's like a post. But everything's about to flatline, you know?
Everything gonna flatline. It's gonna crash, man. You got something?
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 11:21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
Right.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
So though people walking down, people can still get together, do the kumbaya, have bonfires, have gatherings and banquets, celebrate their damn whoever birthday, you know what I'm saying? That's not gonna stop the destruction from ending. Because that's how people turn a blind eye to what's going on. But that's ending. Based off everything we see. These guys, man, you finished verse 3? Or did you finish?
A little more.
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 3. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
Man.
And I will destroy the counsel thereof.
Yeah, so it ain't gonna be nothing people can tell each other, right? It ain't gonna be nothing your government can tell you. Your government, starting with the Biden administration, is starting to tell y'all what we telling y'all. Joe Biden just said they're this close from Armageddon. But that ain't shit. You're not supposed to, oh my God, it's true. We been knew that, devil. You know what I'm saying? We telling you that. You saying that because you see what we saying is true and it's inevitable. So now you trying to basically, he's trying to use the truth as a cloak for maliciousness. That's what he's doing. You know, like he owned people's side. Oh my God, we're all this together, like Ronald Reagan has said. What if it was some force and we all just had to put aside our differences and all this other bull crap? You know, that's how the devil can use truth. He'll tell you truth just to make you think, all right, together. That's how the devil moves. You finish the verse? A little more. Go ahead.
It says, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards.
That's why the Lord said wisdom ceased in teeming, right? When you go to Jeremiah the 49th chapter, and then when you go to Isaiah the 47th chapter, the Lord said, matter of fact, you can jump. Basically, that goes into it on the further level, but we're going into the crash right now. It tell you in the 47th chapter, I don't want to misquote it, so if you could just go there real quick, Isaiah 47, and start at like 14.
Behold, they shall be as stubble.
Yeah, just give me the part where it say stand now and not enchantments. Yeah, verse 12. Go ahead. Verse 12. You got it, brother. Go ahead.
Salaki, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 47, verse 12. Stand now with thine enchantments,
Right.
and with the multitude of thy sorceries.
Right.
Wherein,
Right. And they've been doing that, even though we've been in the last days. They've been using enchantment things to try to, offset, prophecy from happening. The Israelites from waking up. Like we're in a real demonic month right now. You gotta be Jacob, right? You gotta really be in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashmi al-Shad and not be overtaken, right? I'm gonna do a lesson on that through the spirit. But nonetheless, if you can jump up, that's what they've been doing in response to the fact that there's an end and they know they gotta trade places, right? Jump up to the center ladder end. Jump up. All right. 7.
Isaiah 47, verse 7.
Yeah, jump back down.
And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever.
Who is that talking about? That's talking about America, the whore, right? This place, right? She said, we're going to go forever. I'm going to be able to do what I want, raise up, look, damn degenerates over and over. Produce a mass production of damn GMO-ass people, man. That's what this is the 8th chapter talking about. How the world now is made for money, but the world to come for few. And then he said, out of this world cometh much mold, a little dust of which gold cometh of. So meaning forth this world bring forth a lot of crappy people. But America does that. That's why I said she's the mother of all harlots and witchcrafts, right? But she thought America started through these damn devils, because really talking about the devil. The devil thought he could just keep mass producing damn debt slaves and just retards, right? Wasn't stupid thinking. Go ahead.
Yep, Isaiah 47 and 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Yep.
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Right, because what's America? It's a dwelling place for people. That link to the devil. Isaiah, what's that, Psalms 47 or 48, where he say, their inward thought is that the house shall continue forever. Don't drop nothing that's been called. Off the top. Right, go ahead.
It says,
just say something. Your brother, go ahead.
Neither didst remember the latter end of it.
The latter what?
The latter end.
See, the latter end. There's a difference between being in the end and then the latter end. Right? We don't need it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
Jump back down.
Verse 12, it says, stand now with thine enchantments.
Right.
And with the multitude of thy sorceries.
So that's what they've been using enchantments for. To try to offset the awakening, keep Jake asleep. That's what these commercials and movies and stuff is about. That's what it's for. Advertisement. Advertising ain't nothing but witchcraft. It's persuade you or something, right? That's why I said a strange woman that's dealing with America, right? The strange woman is a deep bitch. It said a whore is a deep ditch. That's talking about America. You get caught up in this place, man. You making your grave. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna become a debt slave. Everything here is set up to kill you. That's why the Lord said, arise and depart, for this is not your rest. It's polluted. And it shall destroy you with a sword of destruction. Why? Because if you caught up in this place, like the brother brought out, throw hands on your hand, the wicked not gonna be unpunished. But the Lord also said, all that's found shall be thrust through with these people, man. Because he's gonna come and thrust America through. When he seen Yahweh Shah, the angels, and they got there reap this place, man. All right? Just did a lesson going into that. That goddamn harvest. That's what's about to happen. Right? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, come on. Isaiah 47 and 12 Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries.
Everybody gonna get beamed up here. You know what I'm saying? Because you either gonna get beamed up onto the ship or you gonna get hit with a beam from the ship. Everybody here getting beamed up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I won't even say that. Lord might even go out his way to hit everybody with a laser beam. You know what I'm saying? He just might let you just be mauled to death halfway, you know? Be mauled to goddamn unconsciousness by an animal, and you wake up with your limbs missing just to see the nukes flying. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. It's gonna be horrific here, bro. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Yeah.
If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail.
See? Prevail against what? You know what I'm saying? How about some outside? It ain't gonna work. You know? Y'all can't stop us either. That's why you ain't did nothing yet. When you come get the men of the Lord, the men the Lord set up, it was of the Lord, man. You know? No matter how it may feel, no matter how pissed we may be, whoever of us get delivered up, it's of the Lord at the end of the day. And we know wholeheartedly that's the case, man. Because nothing else makes sense. So you can go back to Isaiah 42 and 15.
Yep.
Yep. And we're going to go back to the temple now.
Isaiah chapter 42, verse 15. I will make waste mountains and hills.
Once again, what are we going into? The Lord said he was going to bring that crash, right? He's bringing that in. Ain't no enchantment you can use to stop America from going broke, right? America's finished. It's through. Done. Out of here. Because it's drunk with the blood of the saints. And it's the mother of all harlots and witchcrafts. It's mystery Babylon, man. And it's the sinful kingdom, man. This place done. Go ahead.
Yep, Khan. It says, I will make waste mountains and hills and dry up all their herbs.
Yep, see? And that's dealing with what? Keep going.
And I will make the rivers islands, and I will dry up the pools.
Because really, the herbs is found amongst Esau's pharmaceuticals. Because the pharmaceuticals he make, they got isolated bits of the herbs in them. Like things you get out of, for instance, things you, like for like aspirin, right? You can get that. The thing that make aspirin work is the chemical salicin that's in it, or salicin, right? Esau take that, which is found in what? Things like garlic, right? And he just take that chemical, which is of a herb, and he isolate it, because the garlic a herb, you know? So when it's talking about herbs, that's going into the pharmaceutical company, man. You see that? Period. Because they don't actually sell you herbs here, but herbs deal with what? Healing, right? What does herbs deal with? If somebody can go to ISRAELITES 32, so the Lord, he's in this. And that's why, we know that's true, because nobody want to take the jump joint. You know, nobody want to step up to the free throw line no more. I got a report that said, damn, let me see, I might still have it. I ain't even gonna mention it on here. But anyway, it basically was saying more people, 78 million people had just reported that they starting to have complications since stepping up to the free throw line, right? Such as muscle aches, all type of sick shit. People fucked up right now. Go ahead, 30, what's that? 38, ISRAELITES 38, and verse 3, medicines of the earth. What's that, 39? Go ahead.
This is ISRAELITES chapter 38, verse 4. It says, The Lord hath created medicines out of the earth.
See? Go ahead.
And he...
And what is it talking about? It's talking about the herbs. Go ahead.
Says,
so to say herb is to say medicine. Ain't all this place tell you is medicine? But it's witchcraft. Right. So that's why the Lord said he gonna smite that's another reason why he said he gonna smite the herbs. It's witchcraft. Go ahead.
It says, and he that is wise will not abhor them.
Yep. So that's it. So you can read that one time.
Isaiah 42 and 15, I will make waste mountains and hills.
Yeah, the government. That's who issue out the goddamn all this crap. The government, the mountain is how all this stuff is going. You know? It's the government. The woman can walk around naked because the government. Literally. All they gotta do is pass a law that she can't do that no more. You think she'll do that anymore? No. The woman can go out the NBA All-Star weekend and be a goddamn whore Because the government. Right? Somebody get Jeremiah 51 and 25 real quick.
Jeremiah 51 and 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain.
That's the government. This mountain is set up, a government is set up to, govern people's lives. You know? Distribute necessities and whatnot. Protect, have a system going on. But the people that set up this government, this mountain, which is known as a mountain in the Bible, they're Edomites. They're the goddamn devil. These so-called white people today. The goddamn devil. All right? Go ahead.
It says,
So it ain't going to be a good government. It's not going to be a good system. Go ahead.
behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain,
If you can get Sirach 10 and 1. Go ahead.
saith the Lord,
Okay.
which destroyeth all the earth.
Yep. See? So this government is responsible for all the destruction that's happening in America. Your own government, and everybody know it. You know? And it's destroying. And this talking about the government, obviously, it's the government of Esau, right? Your ass going to slavery if you an Edomite. If you're not an Israelite. Right? You finish that verse? Go ahead.
It says, and I will stretch out mine hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks.
Yeah. Once again, somebody that's standing up upon the government, right? Who rules by wickedness. That's the damn devil. That's the D that he's talking about right there. The so-called white man. He gonna send your house out, right? And they gonna take this dude out of power. Go ahead.
And roll thee down from the rocks.
Yep.
And will make thee a burnt mountain.
Yeah, he gonna ultimately burn this place up. That's why the Lord said he come to set fire on the earth. And what will I if it be already kindled? Because the nuclear missiles is gonna take out this government, America, and then your house shot them gonna come with the chariot fire, man. Go ahead, I'll read the next verse.
So, Jeremiah 51 and 26.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for mountain.
Meaning they're not gonna use the government no more. You know? For support. What you misread it? Go ahead, you read
It says,
the top.
Jeremiah 51 and 26, and they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundations.
See? People not gonna be able to set up a $1 billion business anymore when this government destroyed, which is what's happening now. You're not gonna be able to go get a goddamn bank loan because the damn interest rate's gonna be too high for some of these people. You know? All that crap finna going back to, how you finna kill the economy, which is happening right now. Right? If you can get Ezekiel 35 and 3, so the goddamn devil who set up this mountain, he's destroying these people. And we know it's the goddamn devil because that mountain he talking about is Mount Seir. We ain't gotta get it. You can't get it. Go ahead, bro. Okay, go ahead. I think it's 35. 35 and 3.
Ezekiel 35 and 3, and say unto it, thus saith the Lord God.
Start at 2.
Ezekiel 35 and 2.
Yeah, just take it from the top so you can hear who said this. You got it.
Ezekiel 35 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying,
This is what the Lord said. Go ahead.
saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir,
Right.
and prophesy against it,
Right.
and say unto it,
Right.
thus saith the Lord God,
Right.
behold, O Mount Seir,
Yep. That's dealing with the Edomites, so-called white people. That's that mountain he's talking about. That's he's against. Go ahead.
I am against thee,
Why? Because they destroy the whole earth. You just finished the verse.
and I will stretch out my hand against thee.
See? It's the complete link. See that? 2 completely different chapters. Jeremiah and Ezekiel see the same thing. Right? It's one vision. And it's speaking now. Go ahead. So this government, which is set up by the devil, it wasn't set up to be a system where people thrive. Right? It was for him to steal and use people. right? And try to kill the Israelites and get the birthright back, basically. You know? Like how they say the system is against us. Yeah. That's why the Lord is against this system, this Mount Seir, which is a system, the government. Because you're not only against us, you're against us because you're against the Lord. I can tell you in Psalms 2. You know? Go ahead.
Ezekiel 35:3 continue.
That was it. No, I'm talking about 2. You can drop that. Go ahead. Start at 1.
This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 1.
Yep.
A wise judge will instruct his people.
Yep. See, Esau is not a wise judge. You know? The scriptures say the judges of the earth set themselves. You know? The kings of the earth set themselves. Yep. Right? Go ahead.
It says, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Esau not a prudent man. He looks to the future, but it isn't for his best interest. Because they imagine vain things. You can't be thinking about your future, but thinking about shit that's against your future. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to fight your house shot. You know what I'm saying? You're crazy, bro.
Verse 2, it says, as the judge of the people is...
He was just asking for it, pretty much. You messing with us, you just bringing it in. That's why you known as the Leviathan, right? You go into Leviathan, it's a self-eating, and folklore, it's a self-eating beast. It eats itself, you know? And that's exactly what this damn thing can do, bro. Like, you know, I don't know if you brothers seen it, the damn Crimea bridge just got blew the hell up to goddamn pieces, man. They did it. They're destroying their own world. But how stupid can these folks be, man? But it's just funny to watch, you know? See, when our government's set up, they're not gonna be out here looking crazy like that, man. You know? Go ahead. What is this? Just gadding the bar, wicked ass woman. Go ahead.
As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
That's why America's known as the mother of all harlots, right? These people are you're a byproduct of your environment, which is it's a bloody city, it's a bloody environment, it's a deceitful environment, you know. You know, what's some other things? You know?
Profane.
Yeah, profane, murder,
dirty.
Common. You people don't know the first thing about holy.
I don't know.
It's a confused environment. You people are in a goddamn a byproduct of your environment. AKA the mother of harlots. Go ahead.
It says, verse 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people.
See? That's Esau.
Correct.
So he didn't set this government up for people's, benefit. You know? Go ahead.
It says, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
But he's so stupid, he gonna lose the place he stole.
Right.
To become who he is today. He crazy. Finish the first. That was it. All right, go ahead. Matter of fact, what we had? Yeah, no, it's Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 3. Habakkuk 3. Oh, somebody hold that. Habakkuk 3. Hold all the ones. Hold. Real quick, get Baba Kashad. Just get you know what? We don't even need that.
Not the Habakkuk?
No, get Revelation 11:18.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Revelation 11:18. And the nations were angry. And thy wrath is come.
Right, because of the environment. America set the whole. They didn't set this whole. They got the vibes. The earth is under American vibes, man. And you know, America go back to a so-called white man name, right? See, y'all under the so-called vibration of the so-called white man. America, Vespucci. You know, everybody speaking his languages, everything. Spanish, you either speak Spanish or English. The most two dominant languages on earth. Those both so-called white men, newly innovative, renovated languages, because he used to speak Hebrew. And his own alphabet letter system exposes that. Go ahead, Al.
It says, and the nations were angry.
Yup.
And thy wrath.
And why is the nations angry? grab it real quick. It's Iraq sending somebody get second Ezra Salaki. Why are the nations angry? Because they going broke. You know? Europe just got their gas cut off. Go ahead.
Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn.
Go ahead.
This is what happens when the wicked has the earth. You know, just like Sirach 10 and a couple first scriptures are talking about.
Yeah, kind. Well, yeah. These people mourning. You know, like people just in a sorrowful state. Like people are hurt. What y'all gonna do when they take your jobs? And then what you gonna do if you self-employed but everybody around you broke? What you gonna do? You know?
You can't make no money.
All the cool shit gonna go out the window, bro. All that cool shit gonna go out the window, bro. Ain't nobody cool. Well, first of all, if you cool, the Lord killing you. We supposed to be hot.
Good, that's it.
Go ahead. So all these people, they got them upset, they hurt. These people trying to figure out how they gonna like eat this winter. They said it's about to be this gonna be the worst winter for a lot of people. A lot of people gonna die this winter, and it ain't gonna be reported. But it ain't gonna have to be reported pretty soon because everybody around you gonna start dying. Your ass gonna freeze to death. You know? Lord ain't even give you a summer. People wearing coats already. You didn't have a summer this year. How long was summer? Right now it just seems like we on mute to everybody. But then everything they really was hearing, right? It's gonna be on blast when all hell break loose. They gonna remember everything. It's like, God damn, you know? Lord, how y'all subconsciously taking in everything. That's how the subconscious work. And then, you know, it shows up in just moments, consciously. You know, that's what happened. That's how it works. The Lord basically just he programming these people because you're gonna go crazy when you knew you had the truth, but you bull job though. You know, this was he that we sometimes had in derision. They gonna remember when they walked past and was like, them niggas. You know, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision. Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter. You got something? Go ahead.
Ezekiel 33:33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet has been among you.
Right. Well, yeah. These people they gonna know that a prophet. Basically, like the brother he using that to prove that these people they subconsciously knew that they seen us. It was just buried in their subconscious. You know. Go ahead.
Habakkuk 2:3 says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Right. What's going to happen? Everything the Bible is actually saying going to be in front of your face. It's going to be at your doorstep. It might be a bear, right? They tell you that Amos the 5th chapter. People going to be running from animals. You know? Yeah. Why you think animals changing their places right now? All hell is literally breaking loose. First we talking about, we be in Jacob's trouble. We in Jacob's trouble. We just ain't at the pinnacle.
Right. It's different levels.
It's alligators swimming around Florida right now and sharks. Imagine alligators and sharks swimming around in these normal places you used to walk around. That's what's going on in Florida. You walk outside, there's alligators in your driveway, man, swimming around. These dumbass people, bro. Go ahead. You was reading?
Yeah, Con.
Go ahead.
Habakkuk 2:3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. No, it's the fact that we were speaking on the fact that these things just go into these people's subconscious. It's like we on mute over here. But the vision is set for an appointed time. It's going to all be manifested in one time.
That you knew.
Yep. Everything that you knew, you seen, you heard. People want to stop taking.
Got that
Yeah,
picture.
he gonna go back to that picture and not try to figure it out because they know. Right. You know, it's just gonna be in that moment. It's gonna be to no avail
That
to
was the
them.
spirit too, that you say that.
Yeah.
That's exactly why he did that. Because they'd take pictures and not probably even go look at it. But somehow the Lord wanted them to put it in their phone. They gonna go back and see comments and Bibles
And that's
missile signs.
yeah, kind. And that's
Jesus Christ, and then your house shot.
yeah.
They gonna see Hebrew letters.
Yeah.
They gonna be like, oh my god.
All right, they gonna see in the clouds. They gonna see the Hebrew letters in the clouds. It's gonna hit them.
Yeah. And that's literally how the subconscious works. It's just like taking a picture and putting it in your phone and not getting back to it until that appointed time. You know, so that's really the point. These people gonna see, but we not gonna be here no more.
Yep.
We're not gonna be available.
So you're gonna cause our tongue to cleave to the roof of our mouth. But before we get off the topic, read that one you had read again. Yeah. Not the Ezekiel, none of the ones you had brought out, the one you was reading. That was the point. You might go to second Ezra 9 off.
Revelation 11:18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is
Right, there it is. And the nations were angry. So back on the point. So why is the nations angry? Go ahead and bring that out. Second Ezra 9 and start at verse 3. Yep.
Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
That sounds like what? People angry, right? Now, when you read that scripture right here in the NRSV translation, right, that same verse, it explains to you why they goddamn angry. Because you say, read it one more time until I get it.
Yep, kind. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
Right. So this second Ezra 9 and 3, you know, in the NRSV it says, so when there shall appear in the world earthquakes, tumult of peoples, that's an outcry, right? So your uproars, your protests, different things like that. It says, intrigues of nations, wavering of leaders, confusion of princes. See? So that's why they mad, because they leaders. See that? When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. You know, the city shall be inhabited, you know, as the people are, you know. So basically they responding to these goddamn leaders. Right? Who's doing what? Having their nation go to war, lose money to where now their house gotta be without heat. Stuff like that. Like what happened in Sri Lanka. That was this. They ran dude out of town. No, you brothers remember that? Dude got ran out of town. I guess he was like the president or prime minister or something. But they ended up in this palace.
Yep, in his pool,
Yeah.
in his office,
Yeah.
living in that one.
People pissed because all these other nations that got leaders, right? They leading like the so-called white man taught them to lead. See that? All the earth is drunken of the, you know. Matter of fact, get that in second Slocket, Revelation 18 and 3.
Revelation 18 and 3.
Right.
For all nations
Right.
have drunk of the wine.
That means countries. See that? Drunk of the ways, the philosophies, the doctrines, the teachings, right? The infrastructure, right? The appeal, you know? Sex sells everywhere. They invented that shit here. Now sex sells everywhere. Go ahead.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Man, some people trying to hold on to how they originally was, but what's going on? They still got a little bit of the taint in them. Cause like people from their nation, like America, so you got little dots that pop up like in Afghanistan somewhere. You know, doing selfie sticks. Like they was like when the Sri Lanka shit was going down, they was in this palace on damn Instagram. Dressed like they in America though. You know? It's like, it's the furthest thing east. It's like outside of Asia. Right? On the whole other side of the earth, these people have been completely influenced. You can't make this up, bro. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Now this is the point. And the what?
And the kings
talking about the countries, meaning the nations, but now it says, and the kings. What's another word for kings? Leaders. See? Uproars of the people, right? Because of the way. That's what happened in Sri Lanka, man. Because the kings is drunk off how the so-called white man, they drink what he drink, right? Go ahead.
It says, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Right, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Who's the her? America.
Have a good day.
Right? Go ahead.
The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
That was it on the verse?
The verse.
Yeah, just the verse. Okay, kind. So yeah, that's basically it. That's why the nation's mad. So you can go back and finish that in Revelation 18, 11 and 18. You know? So these leaders, they ruling like the so-called white man. They not sending funding to certain communities. They streets fucked up. They poison niggas selling GMO foods like America. That's what's happening. Right? The government, read that one more time in Sirach 10. Baba Shah. The city shall be inhabited first.
Yep. It says, Sirach 10 verse 3, it says, an unwise king destroys his people.
Right.
But through the prudence of them which are in authority.
Unwise king destroys his people. They ain't finna sit there and just be destroyed. How are they being destroyed? Once again, they keeping food out of their community, right? They keeping certain funding back. It's certain people that's like the poor. Like they see the so-called white man don't fuck with the poor here, which is our people, right? Which everybody know we the Israelites, but they basically take that same philosophy up in their countries. They're like, yeah, fuck the poor. You know what I'm saying? But the poor not finna just sit and go for that. That's why it's already written, Jake gonna rouse up. Jake not finna just sit and die. Look what they doing. You know? Kick a dough, kick a dough, kick a dough.
Yeah, it's already set up, really.
Jake ain't ever go. Jake didn't even go in shackles. They weren't going. Niggas was jumping off the boats.
Yeah.
Niggas was running away. Jake stayed. Jake never really stopped. They just stopped fighting in the way we was supposed to start fighting, which is ultimately truly fighting. And now they fighting in other ways, which ain't really convenient fighting, but
Ways they learn from the ruler.
they warring them. Yeah, they trying to war carnally. You know what I'm saying? Jake ain't stopped doing that shit. You got the no fuck around crew. You know what I'm saying? You got the black. Jake ain't playing, bro. Even though those are militia groups set up by the devil, right? For the seditious, right? Amongst men.
It's like I thought to like here.
But you got Jake, like the Jake we used to talk to over out west. I'm waiting. I'll be waiting. You ready? Jake ready to tear this motherfucker down, man. You know?
You gonna take this?
So you see, and all these dumbass other people that's so infatuated with Jake. As soon as Jake get out in the street doing this, everybody do this now. They gonna be right there with Jake. This bitch gonna go up, bro, completely. They tell you that in 2nd Ezra 15. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and jump there real quick. 2nd Ezra 15, we're gonna work our way back. You can finish that. You finished that verse, right?
A little more.
Finish the verse, brother.
It says,
15 to 16.
Sirach 10 and 3, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Yep. All right, so that's that, man. All right, go ahead.
Start at 16 and 15.
Yeah, you can start at 15, yeah.
Yeah, kind. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another,
Right,
and swords in their hands.
Right, that's the little people versus the small people. The little guy versus the big guy, right? The mom and pop stores against the big corporations, that type of stuff, right? Because when you read 2nd Ezra, what's that? They say one realm shall, try to fight against another realm. I think that's in the 5th chapter or in the 4th chapter. Yeah, 5 and I think it's the 4th chapter though, actually. Yeah, go to the 4th chapter.
That's 13. That's 13 chapter.
One realm against another realm. Yeah, kind of, that's it's locked. You going up there, you got it.
2nd Ezra 13:31, and one shall undertake to fight against another.
Right.
one city against another.
Right. Man.
One place against another.
And what?
One people against another.
Right.
And one realm against another.
So literally, it's some like everything, like they said, look upon the works. The Lord said, look upon the works of the Most High, and there are 2 and 2. So you got a big corporation, you got the small, you know. Where you got the rich, you got the poor. Where you got the damn the sheep, you got the wolves. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all realms gonna go against each other. Anybody that got somebody that's their counterpart or their opposite, right, they going against each other. It's gonna go down, right? You gonna say something?
So that's pure chaos.
You got it.
Yep. 2 Esdras 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men.
Right, that's these the militia groups set up. They're funded by the dude George Soros, who's a billionaire. Right, he's a puppet for the elite. Right. That's why it was coming out. They was finding bricks.
Set up in time.
Yeah.
With the riots when it was happening.
That's why I said the destruction is so, but the evil's not yet come. It's all here. The devil already. The Lord's script is him writing his script on how this bitch gonna go out. Which is how they got. We're gonna bring guillotines. We're gonna give people drones. We're gonna give people guns. We're gonna get more permitless carries going out here. That's how they gonna do it. We're gonna put movies out. Right? We gotta get these movies out. Get these people used to it. That's the purges. And now they starting to bring it to life because they got the safety law that's passing in Illinois, you know, January 23rd. You would say something about?
I was gonna say, just to add to what you were saying, as far as putting the guns out here, giving this in the movies, I was drugging them up. That's what they do, putting the spirits up.
Yeah, that's the drunkenness, the philosophy. People just, if you caught up in this place, you under enchantments, you know? You're under a spell. I brought that out in that Bitcoin lesson I did going into Jay-Z, which Prodigy was mentioned, because Prodigy wrote some letters about Jay-Z working for the devil. He's a piece of that net, right? Which is used to trap and catch people, right? So, you know, but he said that the world, in that same letter, he said the world was under a spell. That's biblical. The spell is the wine, you know? Niggas is under a spell. Like, every year, people automatically get in their conscience, like, to feel, okay, it's basketball season, or it's college basketball season, or the game comes on tonight. The NFL back on tonight, right? They, like, hypnotized. That's enchantments. All that shit was used for enchantments. You can call them mass distractions, you can call it whatever, it's enchantments. Divination, right? Go ahead.
God.
And that shit is over with now, because it ain't working. You know, they said, I was going to speak on this, but that's the spirit, I was going to speak on that too, but Kyrie Irving, he left 100 and something mil on the table. Yeah, because he just re-signed his deal. You know, he was talking about, I wasn't watching it, but I see that shit here and there. How he was about to leave Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Nets, for those that know. For him to re-sign with Brooklyn, basically his contract was up. But they didn't. He would have, if he would have went to the other free throw line. You know what I'm saying?
They was gonna match them up.
Yeah, he would have had 100-something million in value. It didn't even say it was guaranteed, but in value contract for 4 years. And he said he left it all on the table. Right? That's why, and I use something to say basically the enchantments ain't working no more. Ain't nobody hearing that shit no more. You know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lord got killed that nigga. Because he be on Twitter going against Kyrie and them. Talking about some. Because Kyrie had posted Alex Jones on his Instagram. Basically how it was, okay, you gotta be careful there, you know. But he was talking about the stuff and all that. And then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he discredited. He basically called Alex Jones a certified whack job. The Lord got to kill that dude, man. He sell out Jakes. And he took a goddamn free throw and hit all them bitches, man. We gonna lose. When you make all, you think you made the game winning free throw, but y'all still lose. See? That's supposed to save your life. Now it's gonna kill you. Them bitches detonating in people's bodies now. That's the news that's been released, man. But anyway, the whole point of Tyler Point back home, like I said, the enchantments that these trances and all that is felon, man. Imani Bates, that nigga done. He was supposed to be the next LeBron James. This nigga career Lord just completely ripped him in pieces. I mean, this little dude could ball, bro. I know hoopers. That dude was it. Yeah, he had the it factor, and he out of there. This nigga's that's not even on his level in the league. Because if he would have went to the league, that would have kept this shit looking like it was real and it was going. The Lord hit him with a gun charge. Done. You know? Went to college, averaged 2 points. Back church. Playing for Penny Hardaway and everything. Right? So the Lord, he's getting rid of these things that can keep people asleep. And they just wearing, like, people waking up from the comatose state they've been in, man. That's the correct word. You know? Go ahead, Al.
2 Edges 15, verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another.
Right, seditious. So that goes into the channels. See that? Because the sedition is to entice. Somebody get the word sedition, Bible shop. So it's all on point to the spirit. Right?
Okay.
Y'all better go back east. America about to get blew up. No, we like America. Why you treat me like animal? Go ahead.
This is on sedition. It says, conduct or speech enticing people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch.
So the Lord said the devil is setting up, he's staging things to make people want to rebel. He's setting up things because don't nothing go unless he got it going. See that? Lord says Jake, they ain't making people want to rebel. You know? So this is among men, chiefly, like in the evil way. You know, we stirring up your mind by pure remembrance. You know what I'm saying? But Esau really doing that. And what's that? Through his enchantments, movies. That's what Queen and Slim was about. The Purge, all these editions. The damn storming of the Capitol. You know? And it's about to be more stuff. Right? Just to get people thinking. Go ahead,
Okay.
that was it on it. Go ahead, bro.
2 Edges 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men.
So enticement for people to rise up against the government and take this bitch down. See? Anger, uproars of the people, mad at their leaders, is going to explain why. Go ahead.
And invading one another.
Yep.
And
guess what? Judah's included in that. Before this bitch go out, you will see the so-called black people literally rise to a goddamn, like when Gohan came out the shit, when Raditz was beating up Goku, that's what's going to happen to Judah. And then the other tribes going to rise up from that. And that's when you're going to see Gad overcome. Ultimately through the elect. Gad is going to overcome through the elect that make it out of the Gadites. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, they shall not regard their princes, their kings nor princes.
See, look at this world done did to these ones. They going to be the new little niggas. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know it. You know? Everybody want to be a nigga. You know?
Yeah, kind.
Telling you straight, man. Hell to people. I tell you this if I was out here by myself. You know? Go ahead. Because somebody got said. Go ahead.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
The only thing we got, this is because you got all these dudes. We ain't fighters. So clearly, you know, niggas done came up here and disrespected and he ain't did nothing. Don't try it. That's yeah, see? And still gets your ass whooped. Right? In every way. The Lord, you know? Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, Khan. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Yeah, go ahead.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yep.
For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled.
Yep.
The houses shall be destroyed.
So pretty much people gonna start, it's basically gonna be anarchy. This is laying out anarchy gonna take over because the economy crashing. Basically once the regular people start to realize, okay, the Lord crashed the economy, but they gonna see it through basically their leader did it. You know what I'm saying? That's when this shit gonna go down. We already see this shit crashing. It just has yet to touch people for real. For them to realize it. Right? That's why I said in Isaiah the 32nd chapter, what? The rash, the stammer shall be ready to speak plainly, and then the rash shall understand knowledge. And then they say that the villain, you know, he shall practice hypocrisy. Everybody gonna see the devil for what he is, man. And that's why I said in 2 Thessalonians 2 that day shall not come, that day, except what you hold in Zephaniah, that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed. See that?
This is Isaiah 32 and verse 4. It says, the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly.
Right. Stammerers. You go into stammering, that's like stuttering. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, get the word stammer. You can get it in the Hebrew and quick point. Get in the Hebrew.
Okay. This is stammerers in the Hebrew. I log.
Everybody want to be America. Y'all want to be the worst place on the planet Earth. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Go ahead. Y'all want to be like the worst people on the face of the earth. Face of the earth. That's why the Lord gonna kill everybody. Except the elect. Basically. Go ahead.
It's I log.
Yep.
Which it says speaking inarticulately.
Yep.
Stammering.
Yep.
It says stutter.
Yep.
Stuttering.
See? So that goes into what? Babylon. See that? So people that was basically talking that Babylon shit will eventually start making sense. You know? They're going to see what sense is. They ain't going to be able to make sense because that goes into 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter. It say, then shall wit hide itself. When people are really ready to talk and able to, because they see it now and accept it now, the conversation gonna be over with. We ain't gonna be out here no more. Ain't no more comment board, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's a wrap. You have something to Google that was good?
Yep.
You got it.
2nd Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yep. You finished the verse in Isaiah 32. No, it was more. Go ahead.
Okay. It says
Start at 4.
Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 4 says, the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue.
That's it. You don't understand.
Huh.
Go ahead.
And the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly.
They're gonna be ready, but they ain't saying they gonna be able to. They don't mean they're actually gonna have the conversation and get the answers finally. See? They're gonna be ready though. They tell you that 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter. They're gonna finally see like, damn, this is really happening. So don't let these goddamn people persuade you like with their negligence. For you brothers and sisters that's out here, man. Just because they don't want to see it, they can just keep walking around, think they got their little situation going and all this other bullshit. They can still talk that business shit. They just got a check come in. It seems like it's not, bro, it's ending. Little suddenly.
Okay.
You could wake up tomorrow and the government shutdown, they postponed to December. It's supposed to be another government shutdown. They put it off because they re-signed the deal this month. I believe it was this month or last month. Matter of fact, if you can get 2nd Ezra 5, start at verse, start at 9. Matter of fact, start at 10.
2nd Ezra 5 and 10.
Yep.
There shall be salt of many.
Start at 9.
2nd Ezra 5 and 9. And salt waters shall be found in the sweet.
Yep.
And all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber.
See that? Go ahead.
And shall be sought of many.
Yep. See? They're gonna be ready to speak plainly because they're gonna see it. It's gonna get clear. Go ahead.
And shall be sought of many,
Go ahead.
and yet not be found.
They're gonna be ready to have a conversation, but those they need to hold it with, they're gonna be ready to hear the truth and see, okay, the devil, please, wait, you know, we ain't gonna find us. The way they say the truth gonna be hidden. We're gonna be hidden. We got the truth. Keep going.
And yet not be found.
Uh-huh.
Then shall unrighteousness,
Because it say the same thing. It's just clear. Go ahead.
and inconsistency
Right.
be multiplied.
Meaning people can't hold themselves together. Once they see and accept it, oh my God. Like if people like the Lord can really open our eyes and let us see like this place already on fire. But that's really what He's doing for us with this. That's basically it. But imagine if He can like put the holograms of like how this shit, like put the hologram of how this place gonna be around it right now. You can just wake up and see it every day. Like damn, that's gonna be gone. One of the missiles gonna you could just see it simulating a hologram simulating where the first missile hit, how many people gonna be rounded up, and you can just walk up to it and look at it and just put your hand through it, and then you might see you. You know what I'm saying? People will be like, oh my God, oh my goodness. But they're gonna see it, they're gonna see that once it's time for it to happen completely. Like, ain't no more talking about it. That's what they're gonna see. Like, we see that right now. You know? They're gonna see that too. Man, bro, I'm telling you, go ahead, bro. Can't make this up.
Then shall unrighteousness and inconsistency be multiplied upon earth.
Right, meaning people gonna start bugging out. They're gonna wild out. They're gonna lose their goddamn mind. Go ahead. Once they see, damn, like you can imagine walking to your grocery store you go into all the time, and the Lord put the hologram in there, empty. Imagine walking up to the grocery store and the Lord put the hologram around that and it's boarded up, or it's broken. It's not. Yeah, you can jump there, but when it's ran through, because these stores getting ran through, all these restaurants ain't gonna be no restaurant. All the TGIFs Friday is gonna get hit because people gonna go to the kitchen and get the food. They're gonna hit all these trucks. They're gonna hit the gas stations. Everything here gonna be out of there because people gonna see. People gonna start acting like the animals they are. The Lord said they beasts through Solomon. These people they really don't understand their own reactions. They don't know their biggest fears, man. They don't realize how undisciplined they are. A lot of people gonna learn how bitch made they are in that day, man. You know? Just the thought of certain shit, yeah, like a bitch, you know? Just gotta say it straight, man. You ain't got no discipline. You ain't got no faith. You you can't hold it together, man. You fucking dudes that simp out to these damn women. Which that was a manifestation or a token of your damn bitch assness. As Diddy like to say. You know? But it's true. Anyway, go ahead, Al. You're saying better than I can say it. You got it.
2 Ezra 5 and 11.
You just explained it. You got it.
One land also shall ask another,
Watch this.
and say, is righteousness that maketh the man righteous gone through thee?
You seen with them brothers? You see them black Hebrews? They're not black Hebrew Israelites. Niggas gonna start saying that. They're not black. Then stop saying that. They're the Hebrew Israelites. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? That's why this ain't nothing to play with. You dudes bullshitting with this. You sister bullshitting with this. I hope the Lord kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? I hope He kill my ass if I'm bullshitting. You know, and it ain't doing what I should be doing, man. This an honor. You still got your head in your ass with these people. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna say it straight, you know? Go ahead.
Is righteousness that maketh the man righteous?
Dudes still ain't being brotherly. Dudes being, you know, brothers be fronting on the camera like they brotherly, but they don't really be. See that? You see that? That's what the men got coming to them, man. It's crazy. Valet cars, but dudes in their head be thinking they gonna get it and they ain't even working towards it.
There's a bunch of stuff out there in the moment. but they was playing Thriller.
Make a point, shit.
Saying the music they was playing, like these ones they drove past riding, waving, honking at us, but the soundtrack they was playing was Thriller. And that's ultimately what we talking about. That's how things gonna be around here. It's gonna be like a Thriller night. Yep. It's gonna be monsters. People are gonna be manifesting
right,
that beast
in the video.
Yeah.
So when you say that, that's a song.
But the name of even
about the video.
Yeah,
though.
So like,
you know what I'm saying? Two different things. When you think Thriller, you usually think song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a video. You know?
Yeah, that's what came through. It's the
Animals.
whole thought of that video is gonna be what's playing out here. You know, it all happened by the Spirit. They rolled past just like that, you know? Because they waved at us, but they didn't come talking. They ain't coming seeking truth right now.
And you know what's heavy about it? In the video, the girl was like, she was cool because she was with Mike.
Right.
Because he could control the shit because he was like somewhat a part of it. He started dancing with the motherfuckers. He's like, girl, you don't know the song?
Right.
You don't know the new song?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah.
That's gonna be us.
She was safe.
Huh?
She was safe.
Yeah. She was out there dancing and that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna be. We gonna be laughing with this shit. We gonna be, like he said, matter of fact, get that in Job. He said, the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. You know? Started what's that, 18? At 6 destructions. Job 5.
Yeah, 5-23.
No, jump up.
The points into.
Yeah. Started yeah. Started 19.
Yeah, I got it. Job 5:19.
Yeah.
He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
Right.
Yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
Yeah, it's gonna be complete. The most destruction that can happen before the Lord ends it, which is in the 7th. You know what I'm saying? Because in 7 is completion.
Okay.
So that's why 6 troubles. Right?
In famine he shall redeem thee from death,
Yep.
and in war from the power of the sword.
Yep. That's all. It's gonna be all type of shit going on, bro. Right?
It says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue,
Right?
neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
Yep. We ain't gonna be afraid. If you get Psalms 112 and 7, we're not gonna be afraid of the evil, like the scourge. We're gonna be careful of the scourge of the tongue. That shit didn't. Well, you know, my woman told me that shit about Armageddon. Joe Biden said Armageddon. I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? That shit like an insult to me, because it's like, fuck, I care these devils said that for. Like that, but it's different when you really in the mindset you need to be in. I'm taking that in too. Everybody like, yeah, that means we closer because now they starting to, but
Right.
that shit don't move me,
Right.
like at all. It really doesn't. He's more scared that he using that.
Right.
That nigga don't mean that.
He just catching up to us.
You think he mean that? He don't mean that shit. They don't mean that. You think, nigga, you know what happens after Armageddon? If you gonna say that? They don't want that.
Right.
That's why they fighting. They just talking, bro.
Right.
Fuck out of here, bro. Go ahead.
112?
The scourge of the tongue. That's what that was. Go ahead, bro.
Psalms chapter 112 and verse 7. It says, he shall not be afraid of evil tidings.
See? Evil news. Oh my God. They said it's Armageddon. Joe Biden said it's Armageddon. We've been saying that shit, starting our elder apostles, man. The Lord been said that, man. That's been written. That shit didn't mean nothing to me, man. That's an insult. This devil got some nerve. He listening to us. You know? It's like we ought to go hit that nigga in his shit. That type stuff. You know? That's like the Lord, that's what he said. Like, what has thou to do to take my covenant out of my mouth? I feel disrespected.
Yeah.
Fuck he talking about? You talking, what you missing the Armageddon for? That's the battle of all battles.
Right.
And Megiddo. You know what I'm saying? You done lost your goddamn mind.
That's it.
This dude don't know what he talking about, bro. You can finish unless you have some.
Yeah, I was gonna agree with what you said.
Go ahead.
It says, but this is on Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, God said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, and that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee?
You want to speak on it?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, yeah. So it's simple. That's how I felt.
Yeah, kind of.
That's literally the spirit that was on me. What that devil? What,
Right.
Fuck that come around his motherfucker. He should be scared. Yeah. That's why I felt slighted. Like he said it like it's cool or something.
Right.
We're this close from Armageddon. Out of all words he could have used. That's how you know he listening, man. Go ahead, man. We gonna put this, man, I'm telling you, the Lord, if he give us that rod of iron, bro, y'all gonna literally be, man, directed and, you know, projected. We doing home run derbies with y'all in the kingdom, man. You know, have the annual Hebrew Israelite All-Star Edomite home run derby. How many motherfuckers we can bet out the damn the galaxy?
You got them on their knees like they like the tea.
Yeah, they laughing. Slakia.
Shot put in discus these words.
Damn ducks laughing, bro. Oh, that's the spirit. Go ahead, jump back. Job 5.
Job 5:20. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
Right.
Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
Like that duck, right? That duck laughed. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The midst of what you were saying, the duck laughed.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's how it sounded to me.
No, exactly
But this is spiritual about it. Watch this.
Yeah, at
He
death,
said, we gonna laugh. But the duck laughed.
Right.
Well, what this going to say?
at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh,
Yep.
neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field,
Y'all gonna be on the same page.
and the beast of the field shall be at peace with thee.
That's the spirit, man. We out here. So it's like, we get that. I get that to pretty much, that's how Mike was when Thriller was breaking out. He was in agreement and in peace with the beast. You know? Because really, in the spirit, we beasts. We lions. You know? Goddamn sheep going lion. Alright? That's a beast. Alright? We lawful beasts. Right? Alright? So, did you finish that in that second? Exodus 15? We don't need the Job no more. I know we still hold Zephaniah 1, Habakkuk 3, Habakkuk 3, Isaiah 42 and 15. And that should be it, everything.
Then we're going to possibly get to Jeremiah
1 and 10. You got something else?
I never read the whole verse 18.
Yeah, Con, we didn't finish that too. Go ahead.
How far you want to go in the second Exodus?
Pick up where you left off.
Yeah, Con. Second Exodus chapter 15 and 17.
Yep.
And
we'll stop at 19.
Con.
We'll read it. We read through 19. Right?
It says, a man shall desire to go into a city.
And it's funny now, all you sodomite ass jakes, effeminate ass jakes, tongue rings and lip piercings, you all, you know, they're gonna be willing to rip all that crap off pretty soon. Go ahead.
It says, and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled.
Yeah, y'all know y'all Israelites. Y'all know the government planning to basically cause unemployment, more unemployment starting at the top of the year, right? And it's the response that people give, right? I want y'all to hear this. They're gonna stop the job openings, and they're gonna also cut more jobs because they gotta combat the inflation, right? So America don't go broke. Now this is the thing: if you go out of business, right? If you go into unemployment, what are you gonna do? Some people say, what? This is what some of our people say. They say, well, I got a business of my own, but what are you gonna do if everybody around you broke?
Exactly, that's true. 'Cause I am something. If they broke, you're gonna be broke too.
Right? Y'all gotta know y'all.
That's gonna spend no money.
Y'all know this all biblical. This our book, right? It ain't just a book we was reading in church and clapping our hands. It's a book of prophecy. And it'll tell us we the Lord's people. We was put here to not come up. We was put here to serve a punishment, right? And at the end of this place, we go back to our true position. We above our body, according to this, right? But the only way y'all get to taste of that the first go around, because our Lord gonna come back and help ensure that. It's clear, right? Y'all gotta repent according to the truth, not according to the pastors in the Bible. I mean, in the church, in those buildings, because it's real church. Y'all gotta know y'all Hebrew Israelites, and y'all need to know the Lord's name, right? His name is Yahweh. His name ain't God. That's the title.
What's his name?
Yahweh. You might hear Jehovah, Yahweh, Yah. No, it's Yahweh. And his son name Yahweh Shah. He a so-called black man. That's what his image actually looked like according to the Bible when you read the scripture. Now, it's a time coming, because it's the real reason they make a bunch of people go unemployed. They finna get rid of the dollars. They're gonna get rid of the dollars. It's the mark of the beast. Yeah. Don't take this.
I'm not taking it. I'm not either.
It's easy said than done.
No, like
Yeah.
we didn't do that COVID shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
For what?
Yeah.
Against my religion.
Yeah.
They can't mess with
Yeah.
it. None of my kids suggest
Yeah. If you take this, it's the only thing you can't repent for.
that COVID shit. I'm not ready.
So who are y'all according to the Bible?
Who I want?
Who are y'all according to God, according to the Bible? Who are we? We're the Hebrew Israelites. We ain't black. This Bible black. Everybody up here brown, and we ain't African
I
American.
ain't African.
Yeah. Y'all Hebrews.
Every time I do, I put other race.
Y'all the real Jews. Just remember that.
I know that. I would never throw America. No. I put
Jake ain't
America.
It's the spirit. Yeah. Look what he's doing.
You don't put no nationality on me.
Yeah.
That shit is bull crap.
Yep.
Black.
Yeah.
Black is that. White.
Yeah.
You're not white.
Yeah,
You're
sir,
not
there it
that
is.
color.
See?
What the fuck
See?
is that? A man made
Spell
this
listen.
shit black and white.
Yeah. Yep.
Ain't no such thing as black and white.
Yep.
A crayon, you mean tell me I'm not When you say black, I hold a crayon, a black crayon, I am not black.
No, your jacket
Yeah.
black.
Yeah,
How you
I'm
black?
not
You
black.
know?
They said who's that, so we don't know who we really are.
You got some real
That's the
identity.
chosen people. So y'all Hebrew Israelites, the Lord named Yahweh, his son named Yahweh Shah. Y'all can take those words and do research on it. You know, see what y'all get.
Thank you for the
All right.
Thank you.
So we want.
I heard about
They
that.
from out that way, shirt. You got a Toronto shirt on, a little bread factory on. Roses up.
Hey, we'll see. Just explain. Go ahead.
Yep. 2 Edges 15 and 17, a man.
Jake be proud. See the dude, the big ass Jake?
Yeah, he's ready to walk away.
He did walk away. His ass proud as hell. Lord gonna kill his ass. Or you know what? It was in his subconscious. He gonna remember it. Like, he gonna know. Everybody trying to talk your head off. You just got a job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yep.
We care about the elect. I don't ultimately gotta give a fuck about all our people. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for myself. We don't gotta care about all our people. Most of our people ain't gonna get it. You know? So why you think you ain't got time? Nigga, I ain't got time to even tell you half of the story right now. For your condition. Jake be so proud. Like you got more to do than, you know? Don't hold your breath. You know? Go ahead. They got some goddamn nerve.
Now be a Israel.
That nigga just threw, you know, but you never know. He come back, the Lord put a resilient spirit on him. You know? Go ahead.
2 Edges 15 and 17,
Can't take it personal.
a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed.
There it is.
And this-
that's why the Lord gonna take this place from you, because then you ain't gonna have no choice but to accept what we was just trying to sit here and dialogue about. See? But he ain't ready to speak plainly yet.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
The time gonna come. How can you refuse a presentation like that? Like as far as the employment thing.
Yeah, what you're dealing with right now.
Yeah, like what can you say? Like, yeah. Cause that's what dude said downtown the other night. You know?
Yeah.
But if you get hit with, well, what if everybody around you go unemployed? Then
Yeah.
what do you do?
You ain't gonna do that.
How can you get out? How can you move?
Right.
How can you escape that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so what the fuck you gonna do? Right. You just trying to get some ground we can both stand on and go, okay, yeah, we both see that. Let's talk from here.
Can two walk together so they be agreed?
Yeah, so, you know, we all gonna end up there, bro. But it's cool. Go ahead. Y'all be ready to speak plainly. See, they was.
You know, come on.
You know, you can't expect to go into it and give it all to them and all this, you know, nah. You know? But go ahead, bro.
Yep.
It said, tell them whether they hear or whether they forbid.
Yep.
Right? Go ahead.
It says, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, so as you say, everybody around you gonna be broke. What you gonna do? Right? Once again, the Lord crashing the economy. So now, since that's it, let's go ahead and work our way back now. Let's get that in Zephaniah 1:10, and then we'll go back and finish that in Isaiah.
Zephaniah 1:10.
Yup.
And it shall come to pass in that day,
Yep.
saith the Lord,
Yep.
that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate,
Yep.
and an howling from the second.
Oh my God! Like that's why you think the dude jumped off the Trump Tower, but the CEO jumped off the building in Manhattan, in New York. Yeah,
That's somebody.
yeah, Bernard or Note, whatever his damn name was. He jumped off the building.
That's beyond.
You know?
Oh, that was so.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And the howling
No,
from the
his
second.
name was come on, Bernard or Note. Okay, listen to that kind of shit. Not Bernard or Note. That's the damn dude at the time. His name was Arnold some shit. He wasn't that big. He was just another cracker that had power. Go ahead. You finish that verse.
And then howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
See? This place gonna go down. Alright? Go ahead.
Yep. Isaiah 42:15.
Yeah, because the place broke. You read Habakkuk, the second chapter tell you that. You know? To the man that has laid himself with thick clay, that goes into what? Debt. Right? So Esau's way of combating that is like, yo, let's make everything high and stop spending so much of what we have. Let's stop exhausting so much. So you know what? Let's just sacrifice some people and, you know, make them unemployed. You know? Because that's where a lot of our, you know, money is our funds are being exhausted by having to give the people. So they're willing to sacrifice these people, man, to not lose, to try to bring that new world order, man. And that's what they're going to do. We reading about it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I don't give a damn how long you've been at that place. They probably got to get rid of you because the company might close. On top of that, a lot of companies going to start closing. That bankruptcy shit going to go out the window. That's a thing of the past, bankruptcy. You ain't gonna be able to file that crap no more to keep everybody off your ass. You file bankruptcy to basically say you ain't got money on paper. So when you go to the judge, they don't hold you, you know? That's what Jake say when they got child support. They be like, I ain't making no money. That way it make it lower. So that's what bankruptcy do, right? Basically. And that's why it's a smart thing to do. Because people file bankruptcy and they don't be broke. It's just a method to keep them off your ass, but to be like, I ain't got no money, so I can't give you nothing. They're gonna be like, you know, basically I'm broke. They're gonna be like, nigga, I'm broke too. We need that. We need you. She gonna take you, put you in the cash register, you know? People don't even understand, like, we really in a world where they about to get rid of cash registers. Ain't gonna be no more. Ching ching!
That's just gonna be this.
They ain't gonna sell them bitches for play no more, like the little kids ones.
Right.
They gonna get rid of that shit. They'll be selling
Little stickers you put on.
scanners.
Right. You swipe.
I ain't playing, nigga, like, you gonna walk in your kids, I ain't playing supermarket, mommy. Scan his hand. That shit ain't even funny though, but that's the world we coming into. Walk in, little girl scanning her little brother's forehead. No, put your forehead. Bang his forehead, get some forehead.
But I swear they really already doing that now with the jump shot. You know, they be, let me check your, you know what I'm saying, your temperature.
That's the point. That's the point. Desensitizing people, man. That's that enchantment. You know? That spell. You used to doing this. You've been used to doing this for the last 2 years, 3 years. Every day you go to work just to get paid. You gotta scan you. Just to get what you want, you gotta scan you. That's why I couldn't work at that joint no more. Doing my fucking thumb and shit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Isaiah 42:15.
Yep.
I will make waste mountains and hills and dry up all their herbs. And I will make the rivers
He said
islands.
it's gonna be a great crashing from the hills. You know? See? Nigga ain't gonna be worrying about a nut pretty soon. You know? You gonna be worrying about a goddamn busting a nut. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be worrying about niggas be doing this when they you know?
Okay. Okay.
Santa Anita. He winning. They ain't even with him, huh? He out here lost. It look like for a second. He losing. Even if he had him, he losing. Don't she smell like fish? You know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with these bars, they stinking. They hygiene all effed up. Breath stink.
You eating all extra nasty,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
polluted.
Our house dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Fuck out of here, man. All these food is disgusting. Even if they somewhat clean, bitch, you gotta be holy. You know what I'm saying? That's 2000 and when you ain't know no better, clean. You know? Niggas ain't crib with their shoes on and shit. You trying to die? You know what I'm saying? I finally heard the elders, somebody say this shit. I heard Elder Apostle Elder Apostle McCarr speaking on that last night. You know? He basically was telling brothers, like, when y'all go home, wipe your bags. Bleach your bag. Wipe your bags down with Clorox rags. Because it's filthy out here. 'Cause you know brothers be on that. Putting that shit on. This shit just don't make no sense to me. That's some nasty ass shit, bro. We holy. You will never see me do no shit like that. Ever. You know? Shoes in the crib. The Lord told Moses to take his shoes off outside. Because where you at is holy ground. So how much more your crib? You know? But that's how I know, like, a lot of our people, that's why I say brothers in the truth ain't really, a lot of brothers in the truth ain't lived through nothing. Because I got clean through catching some shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? Autoimmune, where I got an autoimmune disease. There wasn't no STD and no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm stuck with that shit now. You know? Through germs. You can't see bacteria. But anyway, you finish out.
A little bit more.
All right.
Isaiah 42:15. I will make waste mountains and hills and dry up all their herbs, and I will make the rivers islands.
So it's like, damn. To close the point out, bro, it's like, damn, people is nasty.
Exactly.
You think, because everybody know the truth, everybody just, I ain't gonna lie, when I see that thing, this ain't to sound bougie, but it's the truth. Having them old ass air fresheners in their car, over there, a lot of brothers be doing like, bro, y'all, damn. That's how you know, like we've been here too long. Jake do that, like that's really something. That shit, bro. That first of all, it's a chemical. That's not even a fragrance for real. You know what I'm saying? You can burn sage, Palo Santo in your shit. That's what I do. I don't even burn smell good. I just burn sage to clean because the whip clean dirty. You coming in and out of these stores, once you get in, light the sage. Can't do it right now, you know, but run that shit across the floor, blow it everywhere. Cause that killed the bacteria in the air. I be seeing brothers do that shit. They be having an air freshener and they like, bro, that's not fresh, bro. Remember how popping that? But that shit used to be the shit in the world.
Used to be the shit.
Yeah, the shit. Shit. That cool shit, bro. Look at that. They took some chemical and sprayed it on a cardboard cutout that they shaped like a tree. Enchantments. I'm talking about, it's pine, bro. It's pine. Look at that. You know? Put it in the whip so this girl can get in. Got the stretchy thing. Hella, bro, I've been seeing too much. They be saying that. Too many brothers with that. Stop doing that, bro. You like smell good. Light incense in your car. What the hell wrong with you? You know?
Right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Khan, it says, Salakia, it says, and I will dry up the pools.
Yep.
And I will bring the blind by a way that they know not. They knew not.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Khan.
All right, so let's get Habakkuk 2. All right? Habakkuk 3, and start at verse start at 17.
Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 17. It says, although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall fruit be in the vines.
So that's dealing with fruit. That's dealing with like produce. You know what I'm saying? Delicacies. Right? Okay. Go ahead. Stuff like that. Go ahead.
It says,
it's going to be gone. That's basically what the Lord tells you. After he get done with this place. Right? Go ahead.
It says, the labor of the olive shall fail.
See? So basically, you ain't going to be able to reap anything. This place not going to bring forth. Like, it ain't going to be like how it used to be. That's the point. But shit's still going to be budding here. Because remember, it says it's going to be desolate. And the sisters, you know, the wilderness is going to start going back in places it's naturally at, which is basically everywhere. You know, why you think all this right here?
Right.
You know? And people don't know what none of this stuff is. That's why I said that about that tree. Because when you deal with plants, the plant's really living. You will break one part of the plant or like snip it, and it'll shock the plant and it'll kill it. You know? These are different medicines and foods. They basically deal with the, I don't want to say ecosystem, but you know, they make everything work. It's not just decoration. And then some things is just for decoration the Lord created. Gotta know that. You know, but all that stuff gonna start budding over. So it's gonna be hella stuff out here. And people still gonna die because they don't know nothing. They depended on the so-called white man for everything. Right? So pretty much all that's gonna come through that economy, the economy being crashing. Because think about it. If the economy crash and all the inflation go up, people can't afford it. That causes businesses that do got food to what? To throw it away. You know what I'm saying? Close. See that? It's a famine. So this is how this is the severeness of hurting the economy. That's why the Lord hitting the economy. The source of power. They said the Chinese yuan just passed the U.S. dollar. You know, the Chinese dollar, they passed the U.S. dollar as far as the #1 traded currency. But in Russia, I know in particular. Right? So niggas ain't fucking with the U.S. dollar no more. So pretty much, this shit losing value. No one's gonna accept it. Not even America pretty soon. You know? And you're gonna have all these money phones. Cause think about it, what are they gonna do with the money phones? Esau gonna let them keep that shit, it's paper.
Everybody got money phones.
It's got safes and shit. I'm good, you know what I'm saying? Boy, sitting there with his, you know? Boosie had the bread spread with the praying to it. The scrippers that be having the garbage bags, the dollars and shit, put up, sitting on the ground in the living room with no furniture in the penthouse she just moved into. You being a whore, you know? She ain't gonna be able to spend none of that. It's gonna be worthless. Then what you gonna do? You gonna be hungry. You know? All right, go ahead, bro. You can finish.
Yep. It says the labor of the olive shall fail, and the fields shall yield no meat. The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stalls.
Yep, that's what 50. Yep, that's what 50 did. 50 did there. Yep. Yeah, check that out. Yep. Read that last part one time, Rob.
Yep. It says Habakkuk 3:17 continuing.
Yeah, that's what 50 did. Yep. He said broke. He spelled broke. Go ahead,
The labor of the olive shall fail, and the fields shall yield no meat.
Yeah, we're gonna get Zephaniah 1 and we close our Revelation. Go ahead.
The flock shall be cut off from the fold.
Yep. See, the flock, the meats, right? Go ahead.
And there shall be no herd in the stalls.
Yep. And then that's on the spiritual level too. The flock's gonna be cut off from the fold. This is the fold of the Lord. The Lord only got a certain flock. You got many, like think about it. Even though you a sheep, you might not be of my fold. Which is a bunch of sheep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen. You got it? That's going into the 2/3. All right? Yep. You got the goats, you got the sheep. You know? Go ahead.
It says, yeah, I will rejoice in the Lord Yahweh.
Yep.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Yeah, we rejoicing because it's the day the Lord made. This is for us. It's saying the Lord will, what's that? I think that's Psalm 78. And terrible things will the Lord answer us. Somebody can get that real quick. You gotta understand these terrific things you see is, you know, our salvation coming near. Now, Lord punishing our enemies. No, it said take away the wicked, then you know the righteous shall be established. That's it. And search it. And terrible things, by terrible things. I forget what it is on top of my head right now. I think it's 7. I know it's in Psalms. By terrible things. Yep, 65. Yep.
Psalm chapter 65, verse 5.
Yep, kind of is. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yep. Before that is chosen. Blessed the man whom thou chose.
Yeah, kind of.
Yep.
Yep.
Because really you can start there.
Yep.
No, if I don't even start there, but pretty much to tell you like, blessed is the man whom thou causes to approach unto me, right? Whom thou chooses and causes to approach unto thee. Why? Because you're gonna learn. Don't trip. All the terrific things you seeing is good. You know. Remember, warn to them that call good evil and evil good. We're upside.
Psalm 65, verse 5. By terrible things in righteousness
See?
wilt thou answer us.
See that? It's terror, but it's righteousness. It's the right thing. You know? They do a lot of killing like Thanos, but it was for the right purpose. Thanos was trying to bring balance. Alright? So you can finish out.
I got a quick scripture.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
This is John chapter 15 and verse 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain.
You got it.
That whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
Yep. Go ahead.
I just add to the point how you said, the people that the Lord chose to get this. You know, he gonna be the one to ordain you to have it.
Yeah, and get this is the understanding of what's going on. It's like the Lord said, with all like get understanding. So you hearing this, you gotta really understand like what's at hand. You know, it's the assembly. He said, forsake not the assemblies of yourself as you see the day approaching. That day we're going into in this F9. So you can finish that.
Time.
Yep.
Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 18. Yet I will rejoice in the Lord Yahweh.
Yep.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Yep.
I will joy in the I will joy in the God of my salvation.
Yep, exactly. How is he saving us? By terribleness and righteous things. That's how he answering our prayers. So you can go to Psalms 118 and what's that, 21 or 23?
118.
118. This is the day the Lord made. Might be like 8. It's in there somewhere. Like around 18 on down. Yep, 23. Start at 23 and 24. Yep.
Psalm chapter 118, verse 24.
3.
23, it says, this is the Lord's doing.
Yeah.
It is marvelous in our eyes.
The Lord's doing all this, right? He got the government, the Fed, Reserve, this is the elite bankers hiking up, basically collapsing the dollar, man, making people go broke. Go ahead.
This is the day which the Lord hath made.
I'm happy as hell, bro. Go ahead.
We will rejoice and be. Yeah, that's it.
Talking about put out.
Come on, slide. Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 19, it says, the Lord Yahweh, God is my strength,
Yep.
and he will make my feet like hinds feet.
Yeah, that's it. Go ahead and go to Zephaniah. Then we'll close out Revelation 11, 18. Go ahead.
Zephaniah 1 and 10
Yep.
says, and it shall come to pass in that day,
Yep.
said the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate,
Yep.
and an howling.
That's these doubles. We don't even own none of these businesses. What the hell you crying for? We ain't got no continuous shit here. You got a bag, but it's got holes in it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So this ain't for us. This the best thing that can happen. The system broke. It ain't for us. Go ahead. That's why you broke. You know? Go ahead.
That there shall be the noise of the cry from the fish gate,
Yep. Go ahead.
and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
Go ahead.
Howl,
Yep.
ye inhabitants of Maktesh,
Yeah. Go ahead.
for all the merchant people are cut down.
See? That's what that's talking about. So it's telling you it's the economy the Lord dealing with. He said it's gonna be a crash. Go ahead.
For all the merchant people are cut down. All they that bear silver are cut off.
See? That's why it says the richest profit not in the day of wrath. We in the day of wrath, so money ain't working no more. And then niggas trying what? Niggas is trying enchantments and all this other stuff. But that ain't working. He said, stand down that witchcraft. Maybe thou shalt profit. You know? Profit. You broke in every way, in regard. That's why the Lord says, I know thy poverty and thy tribulation. That's according to this world. But thou art rich. We got the riches. That's why he said, lay up for yourself treasures in heaven. Right? So we supposed to be in the spirit. We supposed to be, we balling. People gonna see that soon. I smell a motherfucker's money. I can see a motherfucker's money. I can tell you got money. That's how it's gonna be. That's how you're supposed to look. Really, you're supposed to be able to see that now. You know? But you got mugs doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? In the truth. Go ahead. Go ahead. Who's reading? Me. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Zephaniah 1 and 12.
We can't find ourselves, none of ourselves, including me, doing this shit. You know, on some weirdo shit. Right? I'm gonna just keep it frank. All right? As they say. You know? You already know the money maker was about to make money. Who got it? Who you need to be making money with? Who you need to be betting with? You already know that. Who get money out here? That's a, you know? Man, who get money out here? That's why I said be content with a godly man and all these other things. But it needs to be sincerity and righteousness. You gotta get yourself together, man. Understand. Get understanding. You know? Go ahead.
Zephaniah 1 and 12.
Yep.
And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles.
That's the spirit. See exactly what it just goes into, what it goes into by default. Go ahead.
And punish the men that are settled on their leaves.
If when it's dark, how valuable is a candle? How valuable is somebody that got light? When everybody except they know it's dark. So that's what Lord like. I'm picking candles. He got all the riches. How much you can sell a candle? What you can get for a candle if it ain't no more light? Mother they give you whatever they can give you. You know, women giving themselves over and everything. That's why they roll past doing that. So I said you can't be somebody that think you gonna get this and you're not even get to that point, counting across all these different things, examine yourself to see if you're even in the faith. That's for those that's in the faith. That's what we gotta realize. You can talk it, but that don't mean you're gonna get it. You know? You could have had it spoke to you and told you, like, yeah, do this, do that. Men actually was once again telling the Lord, like, yo, we ate, you taught in our streets. He's like, boy, I don't know you. You gotta make sure the shot count. It's like when dudes try to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even that good of a shooter yet, bro. Make sure it go in. You know? You're supposed to hold the follow through, you know? Hold it, bro. Make sure it go in.
You're supposed to follow that rule.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Go get the rebound. I'm doing score. You know? I got confidence, bro. Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
It's Matthew chapter 5 and verse 16. It says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. God, I just grabbed that just in the sense of how you were making mention in the sense of how much valuable is it to have light, you know what I'm saying, in complete darkness, you know. And with us having it, you know, ultimately we be the leaders, if you will, you know what I'm saying, to bring you back into obtaining that salvation.
You gotta make sure you get your salvation first. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, understand the position. That's what the Lord is pointing out with that. Understand your position. You the candles of the darkness. You the salt of the earth. Right? You all these different things. But you gotta understand this and realize this. That's what his point of saying that is. Alright? Period. So I said to give light unto everyone that is in the house.
Zephaniah 1 and 12, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles, and punish the men that are set up on their leaves.
Right, exactly. Those men that set up like a candle, but they don't even realize that. They got candles, they don't even know how to use them. You got a fucking candle, you ain't in darkness, you don't even know how to use it, nor are you using it, nor are you giving it as a light to those that's in your house. You know? Hiding a penny in a napkin, all this other stuff, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, settle on the leaves.
Yeah, settle like you just good. You know? Because you a Hebrew Israelite, you in the truth. You know? Or some shit like that. You got a YouTube channel. What the fuck that mean? You got fringes. What that mean? What if you ain't teaching correctly? What if you ain't even teaching what you're supposed to be teaching? What if you ain't doing none of the other stuff? That's why we go into things like non-elect traits and all these other things, man, throughout the week. Alright? It's not no goddamn show, but people think that. You got it.
It says,
Let's read up.
that set on their leaves, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
Yeah, really, you come off this, your mindset is one as if the Lord's not gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? As if he playing. You know what I'm saying? As if he idle, because you idle. You know? Like the world revolve around you. Well, I can't get touched because I ain't doing nothing right now. Nigga, ain't how shit work. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is wrong with you? Go ahead, Op. That's when the Lord gonna get you.
It says, therefore, their goods shall become a booty,
Yep.
and their houses a desolation.
Yeah. So other men gonna reap your treasures. You know?
That's what happened when that servant put his in a napkin. He was called a wicked and slothful servant, and his was given to others.
Fine. It said then your house gonna be desolate. You know? It's like an office that you used to work in, vacant. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know? Go ahead, Op.
Zephaniah 1,
You had something,
13.
Op?
What you was just quoting, that's what I was grabbing it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation.
Yep.
They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them.
Yep.
And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof.
Yeah. Scripture say other men entered into your labors. Think about it, dudes that was in the truth for years, and they helped basically us get to the point we at now, and they fell out, and then other younger men came in and basically just took credit for where they helped things get to, but they not even gonna, and they gonna reap for that, but they're not. So they gone now. That's how that works. Go ahead, Op.
It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly.
And that's the day. See that? That's the day that we see it coming. That's the end of the end. It hasted greatly now. Based off everything we seeing, these goddamn heathens is getting reckless and restless. They hands, they trigger finger getting itchy. This nigga Kim Jong-un, he shot 2 more missiles. And I said, I misspoke when I mentioned it in the non-elect trace this week, which was covering, which one we covered?
Faithfulness.
Yeah, unfaithfulness. Where I said that they shot it over China and all Japan, right? But nonetheless, same scenario, just different place, right? But anyway, they shot another one like a day or two later. But then they just said they shot another one. Like they shot some hypersonic ones. So they like trying to like they ready to like blow some shit up. And then the Crimea bridge just got blew up. Was Russia like, you know, they held the little, you know, the little Kermit glass thing. You know, minding their business. And you did it, nigga. Yeah. Don't nobody know what happened to the Nord Stream pipes. Supposedly America possibly did that. Right. You know? Go ahead.
It's the, I don't know, I brought it to you.
Go ahead.
Regarding the missile, like the brother said, it was a hypersonic missile. And this article says the missile traveled 2,800 miles before falling into the Pacific Ocean, far enough to hit the U.S. island of Guam if it took another trajectory. And bring out say they're not shooting ordinary missiles, like you said. They're shooting missiles that can travel distances, you know, far, you know, to over here basically.
So they itching to do these things, man. They ready.
Zephaniah 1:13, therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. No, slack. 14 says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
Well, everybody that's up right now. Everybody that's building weapons and all that. These military men. They gonna cry bitterly. They shit gonna get blew up. They gonna lose horrifically. They gonna see the Lord coming and stuff that they clearly gonna see. They building and technology and all the time and effort they put in wasn't even, it was pointless. So they gonna wail when they see a house shot and them come, because it's gonna be like, yo, we can't do nothing with that. But yet they gonna durst fight, right? And the Lord, it's not even gonna be close at all. You got it. So that's why the mighty man gonna cry bitterly, man. They gonna lose everything. Go ahead. And we preparing that right now. We preparing the ambush.
That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
Yep, thick darkness. You know? You ain't gonna be worrying about how thick some girl is anymore. You know? Some woman. You know? You're gonna be worrying about, you know, the gross darkness. You're gonna, yeah, go ahead.
It says a day of the trumpet, an alarm against the fenced cities.
Yep.
And against the high towers.
Yep. So basically, you're gonna have watchmen blowing the trumpet, which represents danger, a sword on the way. But the Lord said that's gonna be against the fenced cities. So it's gonna be all of these countries that set up, like Israel, for example. Somebody gonna blow a trumpet like, yo, a sword on the way to us. The Lord coming to take all these countries down, right? He's doing it right now. The Lord is a tactician. Completely. You know? And we've been set up to help do that. So you go ahead and read that Jeremiah 1:10.
This thing.
Is it more? Well, that's it.
That's more. Zephaniah 1:17, and I will bring distress upon men.
Matter of fact, hold it. Go ahead. Finish. Go what you got.
Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 10. See, I have this day set over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out.
Wait, I said thee.
Salakia. Jeremiah 1:10. See, set thee over the nations.
That's the men of the Lord that he set up. Right? We're already over you people in the spirit. Right? Y'all counsel can't beat us. Because we got the counsel of the Lord. And the scriptures tell you in Proverbs 21:30, there ain't no counsel nor device against the Lord. Period. right? It don't matter y'all got armies and all of that. They tell you on what's that? Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, the 9th chapter. I think the end of the chapter. Wisdom are better than weapons of war, right? Wisdom is better than weapons of war. That's why we don't war carnally. So y'all done lost already. Because that's all y'all do. You got it?
Yep.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Which is what we've been given. Which is what these men, start the apostles and the prophets on down, been given. Right? Does it say wisdom entereth into holy souls? Because those prophets only found amongst the holy souls, meaning the Israelites. Making them what? Friends and prophets of God. Right? So you ain't got to just be a prophet to get that wisdom. You know? The wisdom it's going to enter. It ain't going to just only enter into the prophets. Individuals, you know? And then they become prophets. It's going to also just enter into other regular, you know, not so-called regular, but other brothers or sisters that's holy. And it's going to make them friends of God. Because ultimately, everybody trying to be somebody in the Lord's favor. Period. So, because the Lord said, look, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm, right? Like protecting you, because you and me, right? But you would do that for your friend too. See that? And then how you know if you're the Lord's friend? He said, I've told you, I'll call you not servants, but I have called you friends. For I have told you, for the servants know not what the Lord doeth. Basically, I told you everything. You know? So that's, and wisdom helps create prophets. That's to get that protection and dealt with like that, and you know, amongst the Israelites. And wisdom also enters into other Israelites and helps make them friends to where they get dealt with and protected like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's heavy, all right? So we got that. That's only amongst us. That's why I said, read it one more time.
Come on. Ecclesiastes 9 and 18. Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Yep.
But one sinner destroyeth much good.
So yeah, so there it is. All right? So, you know, getting wisdom, being allied with wisdom, like the scriptures say, to be allied with wisdom is immortality, man. See that? So go ahead, Al.
Jeremiah 1 and 10. It says, see, I have this day set thee over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down and to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant.
Yep. That's what we've been set up to do. And that's how it's heavy to be a prophet, right? It's heavy to be a friend of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So we over y'all, because the weapons we got is, man, it's crazy. Go ahead, Shalom, man.
2 Corinthians 10 and 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
We don't need it. We don't need it. Go ahead.
Until you,
That was it?
yeah, until you, yeah.
That's it. All right, go ahead. Al. We'll close out Revelation.
Zephaniah 1 and 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as dust.
And that's what's going to happen to those that don't take the truth serious, that's not in this truth. Like dude that wants to walk away. That's what's going to be his demise. You know? Go ahead.
And their blood shall be poured out as dust.
Yeah. And where's dust at? In the streets. That's why I said the men's going to be out here like dung in the streets. You know? Because you were forsaking the Lord. But that's what's going to slay you. Go ahead. That's going to be the very thing that slay you, to deny this and not understand this. Go ahead.
And their flesh as the dung.
See? They say it right there. Go ahead.
Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath.
No matter if you got a reserve, a goddamn bank account savings, the bank account savings is dope. All right, so that's it. So you close out Revelation 11 and 18. Or was it more?
We'll find something else if not.
Push, tell them all about it. on that.
Messed up.
Go ahead, Revelation 11:18.
The book of Revelation,
11:18. Yep.
in verse 18, it says, and the nations were angry,
Yep.
and thy wrath is come in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the
Yep.
prophets.
In the time of the dead. So all these people that's in the dead state, they don't got the breath of the Lord, they about to be judged, man. Anybody that died not knowing the Lord, that time coming where they're going to be resurrected out the grave, just to see the Lord. Anybody the Lord just killed today, they about to fucking come back and be resurrected in that same time. Just to see the Lord again. Right? It's also now on the way. Read that part again.
Yep. It says, and that thou shouldest give reward.
Yeah, and that thou shouldst give reward. Because the Lord is on his way, you know, to give every man his reward according as his work shall be. Right? He that soweth sparingly shall reap sparingly. Go ahead.
It says, unto thy servants, the prophets.
Yeah, so he got a reward for them. And what's the reward of the prophets? The kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? The penny. Go ahead.
And to the saints.
Yep, and to the saints. It ain't just to the prophets. See that? That's why I says make wisdom enter into holy, in all ages enter into holy souls and make them friends of gods and prophets. Go ahead.
And them that fear thy name.
Yep, see that? That's all Israelites. Go ahead.
Small and great.
Yep, go ahead.
And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
That's it. So Lord, this is why he's doing this. That's why he's about to destroy America, because it's destroying the earth. It's destroying these people. Because the people of the earth. You know what I'm saying? You know? This is why he got to destroy this place. So that time is here. And that day hastened greatly. And I can't wait. So with that, you know what I'm saying? Brothers was holding anything else? All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Allah.
Yahweh, Ba'ashum, Yahweh Shah, Wahara Kakodash.
Above all.
Above all.
Above all.
Above all.
Above all.
Above all.
Kwame Ashala.
Kwame Ashala.
So one.